Hello, friends. Welcome back. Welcome back to another week. Sorry for that failed launch a second ago. But, I decided to go live with the camera this time. Hello. Pain doesn't hurt. Pain doesn't hurt. You know what, Hans? There we are. Yes, I'm sorry. I started to go live, and when I hit go live, the camera didn't show up. Can't have a live without a camera. And it's, in a lot of ways, the camera is more important than the host. So I had to restart it all. I'm like, why do I do this, plan this ahead of time if it's just going to backfire? Hans, I wanted to create a watch, watch that goes on your wrist. The old things that used to have watches just before this replaced everybody's brain. And I wanted to have Dalton in the middle there. And the minute hand and the hour hand were his legs. And when it got up to 2 o'clock, or what would that be? 6:10, 10 after 6. That would be like a perfect kick, right? And then the number 2 would say time to not be nice. Because Dalton, when he tells time, there's only 2 settings. Time to be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Until it's time to not be nice. But Dalton never tells us when that time is. Because we're told to take a lot of grief and do nothing about it. And it seems arbitrary. It seems like whenever he decides it's bad, then it's bad. But give me a watch, and then I can look. Oh, okay, time to not be nice. I'm going to rip your throat out. So hello, everyone. Pizza Giraffes here. Phil, Hans, Christopher, Ron, Andrew. It's been a few weeks. Good to see you. New body. I have Manos. Yes, false start, 5-yard penalty. Oh, it's like, yes. We don't need to talk about football. I hijacked. Was it last week's? I hijacked it about football. We're not in the and Jeff L. We're here for the books. And pretty soon Steve Allison Jr. is going to show up and tell me to make it about the books. Till it's time not to be nice. I'm being nice right now. Yes. And then Mike's here. Hello. And number 1's here. She's saying hi to everyone. So, we got the anthrax going. This is a B-side on the Black Lodge single called The Cowboy Song. There's also a really cool Kiss cover. Love Her All I Can. Anthrax. It's great stuff. Rants. We all scream for rants. I have some. I put some. I baked it in. This is like you're in my dorm room. We got the pizza giraffes here. Who brought the beer? Oh, Duff. Duff brought the beer. Okay. So Kiss cover by Anthrax. Anthrax is a very deadly disease. I'm not trying to make light of the disease. And this is my last gotta get up to get down. I stretched 1 small 4-pack over a month. 2 scoops of rants in every box of Jeff Word O's. 2 scoops of raisins in Raisin Bran. This hat was crafted for me by a local artisan who may or may not live in this house. So I decided to wear it. It's a chilly June day. It's a chilly June day. Oh, so much stuff is going on. I got my notes. Boom. Oh, what did those notes say? Oh, do I got secrets? Let's see. Yeah, I got some secrets there. I had notes for my interview today. I'm a little giddy. I'm still a little giddy over that interview this morning. Oh, I wish. See that I rant in the description. I say I rant against keeping secrets. Secrets Secrets are painful. That's why I used to never believe in conspiracy theories, because I thought nobody keeps a secret. Secrets are heavy, man, and you got to carry them. You just dying to tell somebody, and you got to hold on to it. And sometimes, if it's a secret that could send people to jail, there's never a good time to share it, you know? So, where is Calzone Giraffe? Oh, leave the gun, take the cannolis. Calzones. I love cannolis. Cemetery Rant Dance was really pushing a pre-order of Boogeyman 2, offering free books. It's disgusting. Yes, that's in the rants. That is in the rants, because I said I rant about bribery. Cemetery Dance is like, hey guys, we really need to push this book. You're not talking to your staff. You're supposed to be talking to your customers, and you're saying, like, we really, the pre-orders count. We really want to get these pre-orders up so the Chiz biz will succeed. And I mean, hey, kudos to them for being honest. They're not saying, hey, everybody, because we all love Richard Chizmar's writing so much, we wanted to, give you a special deal. And because you guys are the greatest customers in the world, and because, it's I don't know, come up with some non-selfish reason to promote the goddamn book, Becoming the Boogeyman, which is a sequel. But that title, Becoming the Boogeyman, makes it sound like it's a prequel. And I don't know. I haven't gone to Goodreads. I had a fun time going to Goodreads, looking at Chasing the Boogeyman reviews, and all the little sycophants were out there, hyping it. And to be fair, I didn't read the book. It might be a great book, to be fair. So I am leaving that open for future humility. You can, later on, somebody gifts me a copy and says, read this and I'll give you $500. I'll do it because it's money. And then I'll read it, and maybe I'll be like, actually, you know what? $500 for an honest review. Yeah, I'm pretty close to that. I'm going to be standing on the expressway with a little sign say, we'll review books for food, like honest reviews. It's a living, So I don't know. It could be a good book, but they're telling people, you buy this one book, you send us a receipt, and we'll ship you the Gwendy's trilogy, all individually signed. If you have to do that to get people to buy your book, that actually makes me want to read it even less. That's reverse marketing, unless it's 5D chess and it's reverse psychology. So now it's like, oh, but the moment you say, hey, man, buy this book and I'll give you whatever you want, like, because then it's not about the book. It's about promotion. It's not like, this book's amazing, you've got to read it just for your own sort of enjoyment and fulfillment in advancing this cultural conversation. It's not any of that. It's buy this book because Richard Chizmar needs the pre-orders. And I'll tell you, it backfires. It's like, no, I don't want to read something that people are forced to read. And anyway, I would go on Goodreads and I'd look at Chasing the Boogeyman, and those reviews started out like 4.5 or 4.7, and they just started going, woo, just diminishing. The more people were exposed to the book and the more people who read it, and even the ones who bashed it, were very honest. Like, they're not just like people like me who are just got a vendetta, but they were saying, this is very self-serving. This book's a joke. So, or some of them were even like, this is false pretense. How can this be? It felt like true crime, but then it's just this guy's idyllic suburban life. Not going to order any Boogeyman. Yeah. Your interview coming out this Thursday. Okay, so what did I miss? Hold on a second. What does Jeffy Jeff think of Midas? I will talk about that. Oof, CD almost got me with that one, but I held strong. And the rub of it is, who I hated, I didn't hate it. I read Button Box, but I thought, okay, this is like, yes, you could tell this like was caught in Stephen King's typewriter and it wasn't even worth throwing out, and he just gave it to the Chiz. And then they put CPR on Gwendy and brought her back to life. and then cranked out 2 more books. One jokingly, Richard says, "I'm gonna take Wendy to space." And Stephen King's like, "The fuck? Like, really? You said that?" And then they put Gwendy in space. If it was if it was meant to be a joke, I would laugh. Anyway, I just have a hard time. Like, you're gonna give me garbage to buy more garbage, and there's only so much shelf space. And Fracassi is coming out with more books. So, like, sorry, you're gonna get bumped. Burger Giraffe is stuck in Canada. Oh. May you never find a side of chiz in your magic duff bucket. Oh my gosh. Gosh. There's no good chiz. My interview is coming out this Thursday. This Thursday, I will have 3 interviews. Oh man. They're all great. They're all great interviews. I'm a better person on the outside of on the end on the at the conclusion of an interview. I'm a better person in every case. I get an education, I get some insights, and it's a lot of fun for me personally. I'm hope I'm doing a good job, and that people walk away and take some really cool things away. Just put it on in the background, listen to it. I get a kick out of it. And today I talked to uh, somebody involved with the Sun Top release, and I'm not, this person is a must read author for me. This person. When I open this person's book, any of this person's books, I know it's a guaranteed good read. And that's rare. That's not, I don't say that lightly. And that person, it was a honor to interview him. It was wonderful. And I think you all are going to get a kick out of Thursday. Oh, great stuff, man. Where are we at? What else? What else? I could never find French fries giraffe. No, those giraffes, I mean, they herd, sometimes they run, they get scared. It's not a great book, not even good. Oh, about chasing the boogeyman. Yeah, and I think that's my biggest problem with it is like it doesn't seem to be it's not organic. It's not like hype is always difficult when you hype a book, and when TikTok hypes a book, when all these people hype a book, you don't know what their motives are. You don't know if they really did enjoy the book, or if they're affiliated with that publisher or that author or whatever. I've never ever hyped a book I didn't love. You'll see my reaction. And if I don't absolutely love a book, my reaction is kind of like, hey, it was cool. It's a cool book. It's fine. It's a fine book. It's not going to hurt you unless I hate the book. And then I got to be honest that way. But if you'll know right away if I absolutely love a book or I absolutely hate a book. I don't make that up at all. These middle ground books, I do kind of hem and haw, because it's like sometimes you don't like a book, but you do realize there are other people that might. And so I try to always categorize and explain whatever I don't like about a book, and then also what I do like about a book. So, but nothing about the Chismar books are organic or real. It's not like this author came out, he's hustling his stuff, he's really trying, got recognized, and fans loved it. It's like his proximity to the king, and that's it. And I don't, and then he treats his whole email list like employees, which is 100% bullshit. Hey, Philip Fracassi's here. So Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr. But Philip Fracassi, I'm so glad to see you. Philip's got a very, very, and I got him on the docket here today. I think, yeah, I might as well talk about that. Philip Fracassi's book tour is coming up. I posted it. I think it's as solid as it's going to be. Things might change. Things could change. Just be ready and set aside some time if you can go to these dates to show up to turn out. It would make Chismar happy. How about that? Should I extort it? No. This is a definite. I would not hype it if I didn't think Philip Fracassi was delivering dank product. Dank. Toit. This I said that to Philip, I think, in my interview. Maybe I cut it out. I said, this book kicks like a donkey with its balls and duct tape. I probably butchered that whole quote. Tuco, Tuco, Breaking Bad. He says that. This meth kicks like a mule with balls and duct tape around its balls, with its balls wrapped in duct tape. Something like that. I don't know. That's the thing. Maybe I'll be demonetized. I don't know. It's the best television you're ever going to watch. So go check that out. Also, Philip Fracassi shared his bookstore. Remember when I said about VJ Books? They're going under, or they're not going under. They're exiting stage left, and they were my go-to for first edition signed editions. And they are, and it's a sad day. It's a loss. Well, I wanted to partner, or at least purchase books through independent bookstores. And I liked the ones that have relationships with authors I like. And Philip Fracassi's is the Village Well. You can go there and get signed editions. Also, I do recommend you go to those stops along the tour. There are some places you can get signed books from those stops. And if you can't make it in person, which, yeah, you should get a signed copy of Boys in the Valley. You should just borrow a copy. You got to read that book. It's a great book. I'm going to reread it. My next book is How the Skin Sheds. I'm going to read this next. Quick read, and I'm going to read it because of Mike Hughes. He told me to read it. He loved the book. And, of course, it's Chad Lutzke. So it moved up to the top of my TBR. Then I'm going to reread Boys in the Valley, do a really nice review of it. Another one, I believe. I don't think I did a video review of it. I mean, it's shocking, some of these books I've read that I've never done a video review. It's so stupid. But, it's me. Eric is here with an H. Hi, Philip Fracassi. I'm so excited to see you on your tour. Yeah. Stephen Duane is here. What do we got? Who else? I don't know about Interstellar, Gwendy. I stopped reading after the first one. So did I. I still have Magic Feathers sitting down there, I believe. I didn't sell that one yet. Or did I? No, I don't think I did. And I'm never going to read it. Never, ever going to read that book. I'm going to sell it. It's freaking me out now that I don't know if I sold it or not. Maybe Hans broke in and stole it. Okay. Questioning the wisdom of the Thunderstorm Earthling chapbook package on Suntup release week, but I might have to pass on all of it. Well, that's what a bind freeze is, and it's hard. It's hard. And I'm going to talk about both those things. I'm getting the Earthling book, but not the combo. Just don't know the author yet, so this will be my first. Son, what? Does that Thursday interview mean that there is a Suntup announcement this week? Yes. Wednesday, you could go check out Paul when he goes live on Facebook, if that is your thing. Then Thursday is release day. I will be in the fans group talking up the book, which I've read, loved it in my first read of it. And then right then, as soon as it goes live, I'll be putting the 3 interviews out in the world so you guys can see them all. All at the same time. You're not going to know what to do first. You'll know what to do. Time to guess. Did you interview Joe Lansdale? I'm neither going to confirm nor disconfirm. Neither. It's funny you said Joe Lansdale. Why not Josh Mallerman or Thomas Old? Well, it wouldn't probably be Thomas Oldehuvelle, would it? Would it? Would it? Maybe Sarah Pinborough. These are my go-tos. Jason Pargin. Maybe Jason Pargin got in there on I don't know. There are a handful of go-to authors, must-read authors. Maybe it's Philip Fracassi. Wouldn't that be awesome? See, now I think I just made it obvious that it's not Philip Fracassi. Or maybe it is, and I'm trying to cover my tracks because I'm not revealing secrets. So you think it's and I know you can't answer. People are guessing Psycho. Yes. What's the Sun Tup book? That's what people are guessing. I'm not agreeing to that. That I'm not announcing anything. I'm just saying, yes, that's the guess. The Psycho. Psycho. Yo, Mr. White. Mr. White. Sucks. I'm going to be in Nashville 2 days after the Nashville stop, and I won't be back in New York until 3 days. Ah, Phil. No, you're going to miss 2 ways. You did a video of when you took the Ark to the beach. I know I did I do a book review that time? Was it the book review? Oh, it was that's why I don't recall it. I was trying to do a stupid reading vlog. I was trying to do the stuff that the Z-Man does. Just hanging on the coattails of the youth. That's why I don't remember a straight up review. I'm going to do a new review. It deserves another review. When I took it to the beach. What a moron. Oh, Mitch is here. Party's over. Let's get a lollipop. Uh-oh. About time, Mitch. You missed the good stuff. It's all over. That's what I'm saying. It's done. I'm exhausted now. What's this lollipop stuff? Who's giving Mitch a lollipop? Oh, because he's a baby? Fracassi and I may or may not have a dope announcement tonight. Oh, get the hell out of here. A dope announcement? A Jeff Word exclusive? Oh, you shit me not. Oh, my God. That's news to me. These people, you guys are too much. You guys can announce anytime you want. You can say whatever you want. That's the worst thing about being a teeny tiny baby. Mitch, last to arrive to life and the last to arrive to the show. He's recently hatched. No, my milkshake question is more important. What's your milk? If I were to go across the street to get a McDonald's milkshake, what flavor should I? Cookies and cream, for sure. Cookies and cream. So if you guys, well, whatever you want to do, I wish I could pull anybody on here with me. No, that's a flurry, not a milkshake. Then you got to get a flurry. These are important things. I'd put some rum in there. The Grimace milkshake, the Shamrock. It's purple. The purple chapbook's coming from Levidian. I got Levidian on here somewhere. Oh, Levidian. The only thing I got from Levidian is their shipping gone south. So that's happening. If you guys, man, I got to see if I have any messages now. Now I'm wondering what's up. You're drinking a Guinness. It's awesome. Drink the Guinness. Okay. All right. Let me go pour a drink and then I'll put my announcement pants on. Damn. Well, all right. I can kill some time till you get back with the real important stuff. I'm going to get a milkshake. Don't talk about important stuff till it'll get recorded. Got my Levidian and Centipede shipping notices. Don't get too excited. That's fine. It's fine. I'm all, I do overdo things. I am a drama queen. I do make more noise than is necessary. That's my thing. I'm a puppy dog. I can't shut up either. But you know what? I talked, the people I talked to, like Philip, like the person I talked to this morning, just driven people, like the ideas just boil over and there's no, they shouldn't be stemmed or stopped. And that is the beauty of it. This capturing that energy and trying to, it's inspiring to be around people like that. and to have conversations about those things, to get real, I don't know, go beyond the sort of TikTok world and be more than a hot take. I'm all about letting people down. I do set expectations kind of high. There's only one way to go. Uh, Excited about our event in Nashville. I am as well. I sent my bio. I shouldn't probably wait till I go live to talk to Philip about these things. I sent my bio information, and they didn't put that on the page, but the event page. So I want to reach out and find out what I can do, to make it an event, to do this like a live Q&A. That's awesome. So I'm gonna get my questions, and I'll vet them with you, because we could pretend we're like Biden in the media, where I'll give you the questions ahead of time. It works. It works for a certain group. But yeah, I'm also not trying to indict you in a crime. So, there's no need for you to not have the questions. We'll work on it. We'll work on it. It'll be great. It'll be great. It'll be awesome. I'll be too excited. So yeah, I saw your post about special guests on the tour, Philip. I was like, wait a minute. He forgot. No, 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 no. These are other authors, people, that can bring the boys to the yard to get the milkshake that Hans is going for. So I'm talking about the event page. I didn't know if they do that in conversation with stuff. It's no problem. Okay, I'm going to wait for Hans to get back. Then we'll do I think you're trolling me like Mark Kennefic did last week, and I noticed he's not here this week. I didn't say hi to him, at least, unless I missed him. So if I missed Hans, I forgot to add Jeff. Gonna fit. No, seriously, that's not. It's no. It's not. I don't need to be. I'm an introvert. Man, I'd love a goddamn rapture, man. Adding Jeff confirms he's writing a book. I'm not writing a book. I don't know if you guys saw it. I put up. I was going through my files on my computer, and I saw this little piece of a story that I wrote about this idea I had, and I thought it was fun. So I threw it on the Jeff Word page. It's just fun. It's just fun. I don't have anything boiling, bubbling, percolating. I'm not going to make you buy I'm not going to like bribe you with 3 books from my library if you buy one of my books. That would be something, wouldn't it? You know what? How about this? I'll write a book, and then you send me your receipt, and I'll put that receipt into a drawing. I'll write your name on the receipt, and then I'll put it in a drawing for Red Dragon lettered. I'll give that away. So you guys better buy a lot of books. And it'll probably be like Mitch is the only one who enters. I bought your book, dumbass. Give me my Red Dragon lettered. That's what I could do the Jeff Word library, I was in a book. I did a blog thing, and I wrote The Cure for Parenthood, and it's in a anthology. Do you know Jen Mann? She's a blogger. People I Want to Punch in the Throat was her blog. And she's awesome. And I met her at this blog convention, and she's like, "Do you want to be in my anthology?" I'm like, "Sure." Never been in one. And I had a blog going at the time. So I sent her this thing, and no edits to it. Asked for no changes. And I'm like, uh-oh. So I sent it to her, and it went in like it was no big deal. And I'm like, oh, that made me feel awful, because it wasn't the best thing I've ever written. It wasn't that good. It was okay, but it wasn't that good. It was a little confusing. It needed another eye. I was kind of spinning my wheels, and I sent it off. And she put it in there, and that's it. It was like, I don't know how well that book did. All the bloggers in the book, in this anthology of like 37 authors. All were the ones that wrote the reviews on Amazon to promote this book. It was the first book she allowed the men in to submit because she's a mommy blogger, and all those, she was only about the women. And so this was the first one she allowed the boys in. So it was the co-ed book, and it was called "But Did You Die?" And then the funny thing is, Psychology Today reviewed the book because they're like parenting, and how parents cope with being parents. And Mitch, your parents are probably going through this right now, and with a little baby. And Psychology Today reviewed the book, didn't talk about any of the entries except mine. And I'm like, I don't know if that's good or bad because it was, I don't know. It is a funny thing, as I was second to last in this anthology, and a lot of the reviews were like, this book was great, and it just got worse and worse as you read all the entries. It was fun. It was fun, though, and I got a story to tell you guys, and it killed 10 minutes until Hans gets back, Added it. I feel horrible. Would take me 45-minute round trip to get a milkshake. I want a refund on a 3 I paid for. Yeah, I know. How about it? I get your Gwendy money back. Oh, I sold the Gwendy with the Nocturnal Readers Box variant dust jacket. For a lot more than I thought it was worth. And then the person I sold it to, I saw that person sell it. And not for any more than they paid for it from me. Wow, that was like barely English. And I don't know. Didn't make any sense, but I was glad to get what I got for it. I don't think the person's a fan of the channel. I am back, milkshake in hand. Is that a euphemism for something? I might have been recently featured in a Philip Fracassi short story. Oh, maybe. Maybe you have been. I'll incorporate you in my next piece of flash fiction, Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr. But you got to pay me $150. Jeff, let's be honest here. We probably went to high school with Mitchell's folks. Yes. We probably saved them from a bully or two. That's how I lived my high school years. Philip, oh man, I just see, you added. You don't have to add me, seriously. You don't want to diminish the turnout. The turnout, then the burnout. We don't need that. We don't need that negativity. All right. So yes, that is horrible. Anytime you guys want to do your announcement, you can. I don't know if this is like seriously, you're just pulling my chain. Because last week Mark Henefik said I kept missing his comment. There was no comment. I've seen no receipts. There's no proof that there was a comment. So stop ignoring Mark. Well, he's not here now. He's the invisible man now because I don't even see his avatar. So it's really Mitch's announcement, so I'll defer to him. His parents might not be letting him have any more screen time though. He might, I could play more Anthrax. You know what? This is, Black Lodge is one of my favorite songs. And it's, this is the single. These are the remixes. I don't know if you've got Sound of White Noise, Black Lodge. Amazing. Let's hear the announcement already, Mitch. A Philip Fracassi IPA. Look at this. Christopher Bowers, man, dropping the good guesses. I don't think I would doubt it. That would be great. That would be very welcome in this world of horrors, this world that's crumbling. Bowers is very close. Gothic Stout? Why did I say that like a Nazi? Gothic Stout? You will pause the Gothic Stout. Christopher Bowers, who bought Midas today, I might add. Bought Midas. Did you go for the bundle? You didn't go for the bundle. Or you did go for the bundle. So what's funny is that I'm pausing now. I'm waiting to see. Yep, bundle. You can't not get the bundle. If you're going to go in, nobody asked me if I bought Midas. Nobody asked me. Either that's you assume I did or you assume I didn't. I think you all assume I did because you're like, well, you're the head junkie on this chat. Gothic Stout, ordering a case. Oh. Is your book buy ban over? Did you buy Midas, Jeff? No, I did not. My book my book buying freeze is in full effect. And I say that with grief in my heart because this is an easily 4-star review and it's getting even better. He's a great writer, and this is insanely enjoyable, and it's refreshing and original in some ways. It's also timeless and classic in others, and I passed on it. $60 from Earthling is extremely affordable for an excellent book with a Josh Malerman signature. If you're like, hey, I don't know this Tyler Jones bloke. Oh, Rapture and we'll get back to that. Rapture and Philip are teaming up to bring you a hot new beer coming your way with the release of Boys in the Valley. The beer is named Beers in the Valley. Artwork is being worked on at this moment. Oh, that is awesome. That is, what do you mean don't get? That's more, come, hey, what? That is so cool. That is epic. That is epic. Will it be out before before the tour starts? I got the combo because Paul's been amazing. Yes, I wouldn't have been able to get Dune without his assistance. Okay. Oh my God, Mitch, that is awesome. Yes, I am ordering. Nice, Mitch. I don't drink, but I may have to get just to collect. So that's what I was going to say. And Andrew, yes, I agree with Dune, and Paul Miller is amazing, and I want to support him so bad. But you know what? Survival. It's like I'm being dramatic, but I gotta be careful. Anyway, so shooting to have the beer done and ready by the Tulsa tour date. You are so selfish. Ugh. I need it. Wait, when is it? What is the Tulsa date? Tulsa's before August, so that would be amazing. But you know what? You can't rush these things, Mitch. You know that better than I do. Oh, okay. What kind of beer is it? Plan is for him to take the beer with him on tour. We are between a couple of beers, but I may be leaning towards stout. We have a couple more things to discuss. Yeah, I think that has to be Philip's call, right? If it's a collab, you guys got to work on it. It's got to be something he'd be all up for. But that's awesome. I'll want whatever it is. That's awesome. Beers in the Valley. Because I would want it. So if it's before Nashville, that would be amazing. Because I would want Philip to sign the can and have a signed Beers in the Valley. And Mitch, if I buy it from you, well, that's the only way I get it. If I buy directly from you, you're not in any Tennessee liquor stores or grocery stores or whatever. But when I buy it from you, I want you to sign one of the cans. But what do you think? Do you drink? Do you drink the beer? Like what's proper? Like with a signed beer can, is it full or is it empty? Do you want that can to stay full if you have a signature on it from both parties? But I want Mitch Hall and Philip Fricassi's signatures on that can. So I definitely would want it before the Nashville stop. That would be awesome. Oh, that's so cool. Dibs on first 6-pack. That is awesome. If this works, Beers in the Valley, then you have to make Carpenter's Farm barley wine. That would be cool. That would be cool. And I think, Mitch, this is a cool thing. Obviously, you're not the only person at Rapture, and you probably have to get agreement from people. But tying these two authors is really cool, and really only cool authors. So you don't want to. It's not like if you do a cheeseburger beer, like then I'm going to be like, okay, this isn't cool, but I'll drink it till I black out. Um, I'll bring you a 6-pack. Oh my god. Oh, what? That is so cool. That is so cool. It's like everything, like the world's just I love it when they just fit. Like this had to be. This had to be. Great books, great beers. Almost almost makes me optimistic for the future. Or at least not pessimistic. I don't think I'll ever go full optimist. He'll want a single malt scotch. Yeah, I asked Mitch for a stout. That's cool. You should get one. You should get whatever it is, brewed and aged in Scotch barrels. Are there Scotch barrels? I don't know. But to me, that would be like, yeah, I'm not telling you how to do your business, Mitch. I just think Scotch is the drink. But yes, I think later on, Philip's going to have to, when he's like Stephen King status, he's going to have to get a Scotch company, Johnny Walker or something, to do a tie-in to his works. It'll be called Sabbath. The town, because there's going to be a bar in Sabbath, and somebody's be drinking the Scotch. All that stuff. I would want to size on. See, summer beer for a summer release. No stouts. Buzzkill. You're a buzzkill, Stephen Dwayne Elson Jr. I drink stouts all the time, all year round. It's Christmas every day in my mouth. That's right. That's right. Clip that. Clip this part. It's Christmas every day in my mouth. Stout Mouth. The new beer from Beer Man. I'm hoping to have the art soon. It kind of just depends on when I can get the artwork done. We are getting down to the wire. So you have the stuff almost ready to roll out, huh? Boys is set in the winter, so stout fits. There you go. But I enjoy a summer beer also. Yeah, I drink whatever that is, man. It's going to be magic. It needs to be in glass bottles so we can age it properly. Mitch, you're getting the people out here, man. We're micromanaging you. If anyone wants, I'll sign your can for $1,000. But you do mean ass? Like I'll sign your can? Are you talking about ass? Yes, glass. You need an artist. I'm down. Yeah, Hans has been going crazy, man, with the stuff, the beauty. He's doing the beauty. He's putting the beauty out there in the world. Who's doing the art? Your regular guy, Mitch? We may have to start a new brewing company after this collab. Sabbath Brewing. Damn. I'm very excited, and we'll be signing cans for sure. Yeah, I just need to know, like, what's the etiquette? I'll leave it full, but I'll want to drink it. Did anyone huzzah? Because we need to do that. Huzzah, producer Jill. Huzzah. Huzzah. Producer Jill's around, but she's not here. She's like, see, I'm not getting notes from the peanut gallery because wait, I heard peanut gallery is offensive, actually. And I don't know. I don't know the roots of that. But I heard peanut gallery isn't you. I went over the line there. So here's my mea culpa. For 1,000 bones, I'll sign anything. Yeah, my normal artist is doing it. That's good. But if you can't get it done, I may have to shoot Hans a DM. Yeah. No, you got to have the same artist who does the stuff because it's your brand. You gotta keep it accurate. Make the Beers of the Valley label blank and glad Chadbourne can remark all of them. It's funny. Mitch, sign it before you send it to me, and then Philip can sign it when I see him. See, Mitch, what I did to you? You signed one of my I have a Jeff Ward Stout over there signed. That's empty. So I didn't care too much about the etiquette when it's a Jeff Word stout. I'm gonna shotgun that shit. Maybe that's what you do. Yes, because you see, I'm picturing the can and it's signed, and I'm like, you want to see it. No, if you shotgun it, you still got to open it. Stupid. You just kind of want to see that closed top, right? You don't want to see it opened. So maybe I'll get the beer and I'll just pluck a hole in the bottom, chug it that way, you know. But I'm not going to shotgun it because shotgunning it is the physics of it. You jam a hole, you open it up, and the air just shoots it down. Not that I know from experience, because seriously, I never did that. I saw the funniest shotgunning of a beer was this short YouTube short. This guy was jumped out of a boat. He's on a boat on a river. He jumps out of the boat. He's digging around in the water. Nobody knows what it's for. Nobody. And he comes up with this snapping turtle. He picks it up, puts it in the boat, puts it on like a seat on the boat. He takes a beer, rolls it to the snapping turtle. The snapping turtle reacts by lashing out, biting the can, puncturing it. The foam starts shooting out. The guy picks up the beer, chugs it that way, slams it to the ground, says, "That's how it's done," and then puts the snapping turtle back in the water. And you definitely needed a play-by-play of that video right now in your life. Producer Jill's getting the huzzas. I'm sure wherever she is, she'll give the huzzas back. She's in the house. I'm not trying to be mysterious. Is it Beers in the Valley or Of the Valley? Beers in the Valley. You need the Kraken 2.0. The Kraken. Are you talking about the rum? But I didn't hear Couch Kitty. What the hell's, where's Couch Kitty? I was interviewing the person I won't share with you until Thursday, and she was walking by meowing real loud. I had to mute myself, but that's okay. We're here for the other person. That's what I kept telling myself. Relax, Jeff. We're here for the other person. Stephen King. It was Stephen King. I interviewed Stephen King today. He walked off. He took off his mic and he threw it to the ground because I said, seriously, what's with Chismar? Is he in the room? And he took off his mic and he threw it down. And when he stood up, I swear I saw a hand come down real fast from Stephen King's area, And I'm like, wow, it's true. Jeff Vandermeer knew what was going on. Stephen King threw it down. He goes, "Come on, Richie." And then Chismar stood up, flipped me the bird. See, I did that because I respect you guys. I'm not gonna flip you off. And he flipped me off. And he said, "Bye, becoming the boogeyman." And then the feed went dead. Jeff, will you have finished review video of Minus before the 19th deadline hits? Yes, I'm leaning towards passing on it all, but if it ends up as a 5-star for you, I may have to reconsider. Although, Ron, our track record, man, I loved the Mallerman and you didn't. You loved a little and I didn't. So we meet at the Road. Recognizing the Road is a brilliant, brilliant book. And I think you like the Fracassi stuff. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know where you stand on a lot of the authors I like. So, like I said, today in my little surprise live video, I seriously thought I would have this done today. But the weekend was what it was. I may or may not have been in and out of consciousness. And up to where I am here, I don't know if you could see that. Yeah, you can see that. It's a bookmark. It's a 4-star read, solid 4-star. It started as a 5-star. And that might conclude that way as well. But and there's a little bit in the middle that I'm like, okay, does it need to be tightened? But I will say the parts where maybe I diminished it to 4 were necessary. The parts that kind of maybe got slower a little bit, or that wonder element was gone, where I wasn't like running to the book like I was at first, but still loving it, still enjoying it. So it maybe dimmed a little bit, but it can get back because I realized a lot of that stuff that was kind of the lull was important. Now that I see where it was going, and I think I'll enjoy it even more if I read it again. But I didn't buy it. I didn't buy the bundle. I definitely want to support Paul Miller. Well, the two Pauls, Paul Goblersh, and I'd love to get that chapbook with a Josh Malerman story and signature. But it's like $170 and for the bundle, and then $60 for the Earthling. And I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. That Vincent Chong art is great. But reading the book, I don't see how that art is entirely accurate. It's still cool. It's still hella cool. And this is a really good book. It's better than Marla. Marla started as a 3-star and stayed a 3-star. For me, my opinion. This goes deeper than that. This goes a lot deeper than Marla. And I think it's better written. The story is deeper. The subject matter is more interesting. There's more immediacy. You feel like you're in the more, you're there more. I would compare this very favorably with Boys in the Valley. Boys in the Valley had the same cool, quiet vibe as far as going back in time and being in a different era, a slower time, and all that. But it ratcheted up a lot faster and a lot better. It was a 5-star read, and that was a great read, and I can't wait to read it again. But this didn't have some of that boiling over element that this is much more gothic. This feels like it has Frankenstein vibes. If it definitely feels like, and I said that in my little video, but I'll reiterate in case you didn't see that. Frankenstein vibes and this idea that people are messing with forces they can't understand or control, intentionally messing with things. So, for example, Frankenstein, which Pet Sematary I said was Stephen King's Frankenstein, for different reasons, basically messing with life, trying to dominate and control the flow of life. Very interesting. Very good. 4 stars easily. It can ascend to a 5-star again. I think, and it could ascend even if I end the last page at a 4-star, I may reflect on it more. I don't know. You don't know how these things age. Books can gain stars, they can lose stars. Fairy Tale lost stars with me after I was done. I because the afterglow, I enjoy reading a Stephen King book. You enjoy the trip. You like that, there's kind of that aura that lingers, and you're like, oh, that's kind of fun to be in that. So you're a little happier, but then more time goes by and you think about the book. You're like, but what did I really think about the book? Now that all that noise is settled, what's left? What's all the excitement's gone? Meh. So I will say, extremely worth the money. Extremely worth the money? Yeah. I'm going to let that stand. I'm not even going to try to take it back. But yes, Ron, I will try to have a finished review by the 19th. I was really trying to get one done today, but I will. I got 7 days. I'll get a review up, and then I'll also do a review. I'll also read this, and then it's on to Boys in the Valley as I get ready for my Beers in the Valley. That's awesome. Thank you guys for announcing that here. Really, I mean that. That's awesome. Because I'm a fan too. Like I'm glad. Let's get some people to see this and understand it. And I like promoting things I believe in. But also selfishly, I'm excited by that stuff. Wow, really? I've only ever heard how nice he is in person. Oh wait, a friend saw Stephen King at a local Maine library event and said Stephen King was super grouchy, unfriendly, and rude. Everybody's got bad days, and that's the hard part when you're Stephen King was super friendly to me when I met him. He in fact was giving me more time than I felt comfortable taking because there was a huge line of people and stupid Midwestern nice. I'm like, well, there's other people. I don't want to. This is my one moment. But also, I was starstruck. I didn't know how to act in that moment. You're reading a guy since you're 13 years old, and then I'm almost 30, and here I am seeing him for the first time. It was a moment, you know. Um, wow, really? I've only ever heard how nice he's in person. I can't wait to be old and cranky. Oh, if we're all so lucky. Yeah, it makes sense. He has been nice most of the time, but everyone has bad days. Yeah, Stephen King yelled at me once, but was nice the other 3 times I met him. Wow. Was maybe he was mad because Richie was squeezing too hard? You don't know that. I liked Midas. I blurbed it. Super original. Last 100 pages is crazy. I'm getting there. That's what I'm saying. It feels like it's ramping back up, you know? Because honestly, I was reading, I'm like, where's this story going to go? Because something happens pretty early on and it gets resolved. Sorry, hair's in my eyes, man. Hair is in my eyes. It's not cool. It's not cool. I'm not going to apologize, though. It's not cool. It's not good. Not good video. I could just take this off and be no, I don't think I'm gonna do that. Wow, I look like this is like mugshot, Jeff. This is a mugshot. This is like my Nick Nolte mugshot look. Putting the hat back on. And besides, it is a handcrafted hat from an artisan. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, that was awkward. Um, I think the 170 includes the Earthling. Yeah, 60 for the Earthlings, 110 for the Thunderstorm, which is I've not read that book. Burn the Plane. Sounds cool. It's a very active title. And I don't doubt he's a good writer. And so I don't doubt he's going to put together a good book for you. Just can't vouch for it. I've read one book halfway. So, and I'm very happy. So all this is sort of gobbled up. But the chapbook you can only get if you buy both at the same time. Boom, magic happens, and then a chapbook is born. Mama book, daddy book, boom, magic, baby book, baby Mitch. He gives you beer. So that is yeah, it's $170 because I want Midas and I would like to have it, but if you do that, then you're like, well, just for $110 more, I can get another Tyler Jones book, and I like his writing, and then I get this chapbook. So it leads you, come a little closer. Come a little closer, my child. Come into the van, the free candy van. And then you're there and you got books, so you're happy. Can't wait to read it. Is the title a shot at the Anthrax album? Yes, it is. And I'm listening to I'm playing. Where is it? Oh my goodness. Where did this is the Black Lodge single. So Black Lodge is one of my favorite songs off of Sound of White Noise. This is the single. I used to buy imports before I bought limited editions, and it has a Kiss cover on it, 2 remixes of Black Lodge, and a song called Cowboy Song. It's really cool. I love Cowboy Song, but I love Sound of White Noise. I think John Bush is better than Joey Belladonna, at least for Anthrax. And their albums with John Bush were my favorite Anthrax albums. Happy Monday, Kyle. Kyle, I'd like to see you do Anthrax cover. Only. Do only. Drum cover. That'd be cool. Your Metallica Shadows Follow is awesome. Go check out Kyle Davis. Yeah, I only went with the Earthling edition, but I keep thinking about going with the additional 110 for the other goodies. Yes. Yes. Come into the van. Time to play. Russell's here. Oh, Russell, I'm glad you're here. Can't wait till you guys are here every day. Soon, man. Soon. It's happening soon. So excited for you guys. Welcome. Earthling put it out at the wrong time. Suntup first for me. Well, here's the thing, new body. You got Thursday to get your peepers on the release. And man, you guys know I didn't buy Amityville Horror. And you guys know my buying freeze is like literally in effect. So super strong in effect. Boom, boom, Loctite, bam, ouch. Right? If I didn't previously commit to different seasons, I wouldn't have bought that. And there's only one other book I've previously committed to that, yeah, I'm going to have to buy, but I think that'll be in December and hopefully I can figure some shit out. But it is going to hurt like a million vasectomies. That's a phrase I want to normalize. Oh, that hurt like a million vasectomies. Which, to be honest, that didn't really hurt. It really didn't. I guess I went to a good guy, you know. Baby Bakery is closed. I could just keep getting more inappropriate, or I can move on. Let's move on. And it's gonna hurt like a million vasectomies on Thursday. It's going to hurt. You may see a grown man cry. You may. It might even be me. I hate to think I'm a grown man because your whole life you're sitting there thinking, I'm not done growing yet. Oh, I'm done. I'm done. I'm on the decline. You know, the cells are dying now and they ain't getting replaced. It's like, yeah, he's whatever age he is. I'm a man of a certain age. A gentleman never tells. And it's like, yeah, we're not replacing those cells. It's his fault for drinking so much stout. We're not sending any more troops into that war. No, sir. The war's over. Go to sleep, good sir. You fought a good fight. Kind of. Did you even fight for your life? Is what they're going to say on my deathbed. James Fetcho, did I say hi? I agree. Bush should have stayed. And you know what's weird is that Anthrax came out with the album Greater of Two Evils, where John Bush sang the Joey Belladonna tracks, including Indians. And then the very next thing they do is they were going to like, hey, we're going to do a tour with both singers. And that's like saying, hey, honey, I want to celebrate my anniversary with you and my ex-wife. Huh? It's, you know, I was married before and she was awesome, but you're awesome too. And now I get to have you both. No, you don't. You're either making music with her or you're making it with me. And so they said bye-bye to the Bush. And he went back to Armored Saint. And they came out with a kick-ass album. I never got it, though. Huh. And I also never bought the Joey Belladonna Anthrax albums. The last Anthrax album I bought new was We've Come for You All. And that's an awesome album. Cadillac Rock Box? Oh, forget it. I can go on for days, and I probably will. Yeah, so I understand Earthling put it out in the wrong week. It's time, but you can look at it's Thursday, and then you have until Sunday to... I think if you can get what's your budget this week? I have no idea what the Suntup book is going to cost and the numbered level or any level. I got to say, this release, because of the dust jacket art, that might be the book. That might be the one to get. The only problem is the author I interviewed this morning isn't signing that one. So what's a girl to do? It's going to hurt like 1,000 boiling vasectomies. I know I said 1 million before, but then I thought That's just overblowing it. 1,000 is, oh, I could, I don't feel a million vasectomies, but I maybe could feel 1,000. Maybe. PayPal, paying 4 definitely helped me with the Earthling purchase. Okay. Is Cowboy Song a Thin Lizzy cover? Is it? I don't know. Is it? It might be. My eyes are so bad, I can't read what it says after Cowboy Song, but it might be Thin Lizzy. I don't know, Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr. I'll hold it up there for a nanosecond more. But it could be a cover of their song. It's great. It's a great song. It's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorites of favorites. I passed on it. I have Manos. Anyone order Pale Blue Eyes? No, I did not. Did not. I've been thinking about getting a vasectomy, but I get worried about all the pain and losing my manhood. I'm telling you, man, this is not a feminist moment. This is not um definitely not. I'm just a guy and I have an opinion. But I've seen all 3 of my children be born. I was there. I wouldn't replace those memories for anything. I couldn't imagine being anywhere else on the planet. And after seeing what my wife went through to bring our 3 children into the world, I can't imagine anything less than a vasectomy. Like that is the least. I mean that in all sincerity. I mean, you don't have to be a feminist to think that. I mean, it is seriously, come on. Even if childbirth is totally natural and there's no emergency or trauma, or if it goes smoothly the way nature intended and everybody's happy and healthy, it's still it's still an ordeal. I mean, we can agree on that. It is a tremendous moment. It's exceptionally difficult. It does get easier as the woman gets more experience. Obviously, it becomes, but it's still, no matter what, a mystery of how it's going to go out. All 3 of my kids were born in very different ways, and it sounded weird, but the birth story was all very different. It's not, there's no cookie cutter to it. I mean, geez. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say. So just consider that. Consider what your wife, your spouse, your partner has done for your family, and when you think of that, it puts it in perspective. And when I went in, they gave me a Valium, and I had never taken anything like that, and I didn't even know what to expect. I thought it would knock me out. I didn't know what it would do, and I was just super calm. I mean, it worked. They gave that to me, and I was having conversations, and I was real calm. The procedure happened. I'm not going to get graphic. And when they were done, I'm like, "Wait, you're done? I didn't even know you started." He's like, "Yeah, we're all good. We're all good. Get the hell out." And then producer Jill drove me home. Bag of frozen peas on your crotch for 2 days. You get to watch TV for 2 days with frozen peas on your crotch. Who doesn't love a big bag of frozen peas? Who doesn't like that? I do that often. I did it before the vasectomy. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I didn't do it. You sit down, you relax for a couple of days, then you go back to being an alpha male. You just go back to kicking ass and taking names. You crawl right back in that ring. You do a flying elbow on Macho Man's memory. You won't lose your manhood. Don't worry about it. I think I'll try to get back on for Psycho. I love that book. Tim's here and he thinks it's Psycho. Well, what if it's not? I will say this, Tim. I will say this. Tim, Thursday's going to roll around. That link is going to go live. And you are going to be sweating until Saturday, Tim. You're going to be sweating until Saturday. And you're going to say, Daddy needs that book. You may even go back and buy Amityville Horror. You may. You're going to like, you know what? I need to be on this train. Oh, wait. Yeah, I don't know how many copies of Amityville Horror are under 250 and under, because this next book is a 250 print run. Oh my God, it's going to hurt like 1,000 vasectomies. They don't boil, but I guess they could. I guess done improperly, you have a boiling vasectomy. In ancient times, they would boil the balls before they'd hand them to Richard Chismar for safekeeping. With boiling vasectomy, that'll fix it. That'll fix you and your baby-making machine. Oh, hard-boiled vasectomy. I'll get snipped with you, Tease. We could make it a buddy thing. Yeah, you could hold hands like Tango and Cash. Or Dylan and in Predator. Dylan, you son of a bitch. And then they like, Argh. Carl Weathers and Arnold Schwarzenegger. I think that's or Sylvester Stallone. No, I don't know. Some muscly men trying to do a little, like a little hand grasp thing. Because you're alpha all the way. Thanks, brother. I'll go up to Michigan and we can hold hands. That'd be awesome. I would need that filmed. Most people have very minimal pain from vasectomy. Best thing. Yeah, I can't say, the worst part about the vasectomy is the drive to wherever you go. It's the fear. That's the worst part. Because you don't know. You're like all the small T's there. You're like Joshua, who's like, oh man, I don't want them to mess with my poblano. And then it happens. You're like, man, I was a wuss. Give me another one, doc. You know what? Reverse that one and give me another one before I leave. And they're like, yeah, your Valium's wearing off. Why don't you just get in the car? And actually, producer Jill was pissed. She's like, you got a Valium? Like, they're more pain management. Well, I mean, yeah, when you're giving birth, they'll give you an epidural. They'll do interventions. But Jill didn't get a Valium to cool her jets and be calm. It's all very lopsided. So don't worry, Joshua and Stephen Dwayne Elson. You just go, hold hands, get tattoos afterwards. Call yourselves the Snip Bros or whatever. Come up with a cute little gang name. And then, from my understanding is Stephen Dwayne Elson Jr. will sign your can once you're done. Remember that time we discussed childbirth? My wife in the other room is probably confused hearing the word vasectomy so many times. Yeah, I didn't have that in my notes. I'm like, we're going to play some Anthrax. We're going to talk about Fracassi. We might talk about snipping our reproductive organs, or we might not. I don't know. I didn't have Centipede Press to talk about because there's nothing from them. And that's probably why Jason Geis isn't here. He's like, I don't need to be there. There's no Centipede news. I'm terrified. You don't need to be terrified. How about 1,000 kidney stones? Now, see, I will not even talk about kidney stones. I guarantee that is worse. So 1,000 kidney stones. Yeah. This Thursday will be like 1,000 kidney stones. Yeah, it'll be bad. Thursday's going to be a bad day for me. It'll be a great day because I get to share I'm losing a lot of viewers, by the way. We're talking clipping body parts, so I think that's what people are jumping off. That's fine. Go take a Valium. But Thursday's going to be I'm going to get to share these interviews that I loved doing, and I hope you guys enjoy. And I'll get to see this book. I didn't see any of the prototype photos, but it's gonna be a sorrowful day. It'll be grief stricken. Now that is some pain. Yes. Now I won't even joke about that. I'm not even joking. I was mean when I had my LASIK. I came out with my hands over my eyes, screaming to those waiting to go next. That's awesome. I wish I would have thought of that. Just grab myself. That is good. Hey, man, I'll get snipped with a dude, but a tattoo? I'm not some weirdo. You don't want tattoos, man. Kidney stones more painful than childbirth. Well, I don't know. Can't. I've never done either. So I almost walked out after my eye doctor described it as like being abducted by aliens. Well, if you've seen the news lately, I didn't plan on going there, but have you seen the news lately? The aliens are in Vegas, apparently. There are people saying this is credible. So I'm going to try to interview one of them. When and where Thursday? Howie's here. I didn't say hi to Howie if you were here, so sorry. Thursday, it'll be 9 a.m. Pacific time, Thursday morning, when the book is announced and it's all revealed and people can start ordering the artist edition. And that is when my roughly 9 a.m. Pacific, which is noon Eastern, maybe 15 minutes past the hour, I'll release the videos. I'll go live on the Facebook page and talk to fans there and geek out like I do. And that's just content that'll stay on the page. And then once I'm off, I'll make the videos available to the public, and you'll all be able to see them. Not because I thought it sounded painful, but I trusted him less if he thinks he's been abducted by. Right. Like, he's like, if you have a doctor right before they're going to do something to your body in an unchangeable way, and they're talking about being abducted by aliens, it's probably just an icebreaker. But the person may be a believer. I want to believe, the truth is out there. Yeah, I did freak a little when the laser swipes across the eye, taking the vision with it. Oh, my aunt verifies it. More painful than childbirth. Okay. Wow. You rock, even though you don't still have yours. I know. Are you talking about my number or my manhood? Anyway, we need to be there for Joshua Poblano. He's going to live stream it on his blog, on his channel, All the Small T's. It's going to be a very special episode, and we're all going to watch it and wish him well. Manhood. It will be interesting to see what Suntup is doing next quarter. Will they still be doing a book a month? I will say, I have it on good authority that a book a month is the course, and Suntup is staying the course. So it is going to be that way. So yes. So I am curious to know what, and that'll be, so after Thursday, well, it'll be next Monday, Suntup will release the next set of hints, and I will talk about that next Monday, along with Midas, because I will have had a review for you to look at. Can't wait for Suntup to do The Last Unicorn. You guys can all read Stephen Dwayne Ellison Jr.'s comment. It's there. Yeah, a lot of people are waiting for that Peter Beagle book, The Last Unicorn. If Suntup released Hellbound Heart, I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do. This will be the first time since 2018 that I don't get the matching pre-order link. First time. I mean, I did have a little hiccup early on. I did get a lifeline once before, and that kept me on the train till now. But basically, I've gotten a magic pre-order link every month or every new release, and we all got to grow up, I guess, and get our balls snipped. Well, you can't do the countdown. No, I can maybe figure something out. But yeah, I mean, I'll do the countdown, and I'll know when things sell out if they sell out. It's a crazy market right now. But the people can still count down. I'll still do that. And I have inside information. I know what the book is, and I've had these interviews, so I'll be able to talk about the release. I just won't be able to give an accurate number myself, but I could do the thread. Jeff, is there an official end date to your buying freeze, or playing it by ear? Not reading that one either, Stephen DeWay Jr. Playing it by ear. Like I said, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I have plenty of books still coming in the mail. Plenty of books, and you know what? I love still being part of these things. Like, I don't. For example, I'm on deck. I have something on deck for Mike Hughes, Crystal Lake Publishing, who's done some Chad Lutsky books, by the way. They're doing a Nick Roberts book, his new book, It Haunts the Mind. So get on that. So I still like talking books. I will still be reading books. I will still be interviewing people. And, buying freeze. For example, if there were to be a Fracassi limited edition, I had, that's gonna be something. A Mallerman limited. I mean, there's some things where the buying freeze is like impulse buys and things that aren't super planned in advance, and like titles that are sprung on me, and of course within a price range. So like an SST release is going to be a lot easier than Suntop or a Levidian even, so I can manage those things. But don't cry for me, Argentina. I'm never growing up. No, you're not. You're not, Mitch. I want to hear this story one day. What story are you talking about? Oh, so why don't you get the auto pre-order link anymore? Well, okay, Fairwood, good. Thanks for joining the show. I won't get the matching order. So like if you step off the train, and I didn't get the Amityville book. So if you step off the train, you lose your number. It goes to the next, so somebody else could buy 23 and then like show up at a live and go, I got 23, punk ass. It's going to be fine. We're going to be kind of related then, like we're going to be co-parenting the number. So I just won't get the matching pre-order link. So I won't. So if I were to buy the next book when it goes public, I would maybe be lucky enough to get my old number, but it might be a new number because I let that one back into the system. How many are you waiting for from CD? I'm waiting for The Stand. What else? The Stand and Turn Down the Lights. I tried to cancel it and it didn't take. It's a stupid story. It's not even a long story. It's just a stupid story. And then there was a forthcoming book grab bag where they're like, hey, we're bundling 6 books together for one low price. Buy them now, and you're not going to have a say in what we send you. And I was like, okay, CD is a great company. So I gave them money, and I've gotten like 4 of the books. I'm still waiting for 2 more. I think that's it because I got Usher's Passing. Yeah, The Stand and Turn Down the Lights. And, I might get a trade edition from them if they do a Lutsky or a Fracassi or a Mallerman, things like that. CD will keep books on deck for you till your freeze is over. Yeah, I could take a freeze 5 years ago and still get the books. I'm also nosy and curious about the Bad Blood. Oh, it was that's Stephen Dwayne Ellison Jr.'s story to tell. He's free. There's no gag order. You could tell whatever. You're nosy. No judgment. Jeff, if I was rich, I'd buy 23 to hold for you. That's very kind of you. You're very kind. No, that is I want these books to go to somebody who's going to totally enjoy them and afford them. Cuz it's like this should all be very joyful and happy, when you collect anything, it should be something you can do. That's a very nice thought. Thank you. I have about 10, including the Stand and Interview. Yeah, I didn't get Interview with the Vampire. I'm not an Anne Rice fan, so I'm happy that I dodged so many. I canceled 5 of them. And the funny thing is, or the sad thing is, the pathetic thing is, those 5 haven't even been published yet. It's how do you mess up this bad and then have the temerity, nay, the audacity? Actually, I think it's the other way around. You have the audacity, nay, the temerity to demand your newsletter subscribers buy the book, just not even to enjoy it. I mean, had they said, we know if you love Chasing the Boogeyman, you will wipe your ass with that book after you read this book. This book's even better than Chasing the Boogeyman. So get ready, buckle up. Oh, and by the way, special offer. If you buy that, we'll send you 3 rolls of toilet paper named Gwendy. Okay. Like, but they don't even try to lead with that. They're like, hey, we need you out there to promote our book. We don't care if you like it. We don't care if you use it for firewood, kindling, whatever you do. We don't care. Buy one and leave it in one of those little neighborhood library things. We don't care. We just want the numbers. That's it. We just want the number of sales, not the number of hearts. Oh, we'll pay you for it. We will totally pay. It reminds me of the Bud Light debacle where they were giving people $20 coupon. But that was damage control, market, whatever that, what that whole thing was. But this is less respectable. This is pathetic. It's straight up bribing you to buy his book, not because he wants you to enjoy it. Like, even if he just had one sentence in there. We are so excited for this release. We can't wait till you read it. You're going to love it. But to make it even sweeter, anybody who pre-orders gets the Gwendy trilogy. No. How about giving me my goddamn books that I paid you for? You don't got to give me free books. You just got to give me the books I bought. And you know what? I didn't get Pet Sematary. I could have gotten it, and I just passed. I'm so done with them. And they do this. I'm waiting on Stan and Face in the Crowd. That's so awful. Hey, Chad's here. I was ready to cancel after that offer. Hey, Chad. Good to see you, Chad. I just said this is my next book that I'm going to read after this book, Midas, after I'm done with it. Great book. Great book. And I'm sure this is going to be fantastic. Mike Hughes went crazy, so I'm going to go crazy. I know I am. I'm waiting on the Stand Facing the Crowd. Facing the Crowd, man. Oh, that's going to be... He messed with Amazon on that. It's freezing here. Gotta head to bed anyways. All right, good night. It's freezing. How's it freezing? You're freezing? If you're co-parenting a number, does the surviving parent inherit the matching sets if one parent dies? Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. I didn't even think about that, RA. We'll have to get the family lawyers involved. Good night, Mr. Bowers. Oh yeah, and Pet Cemetery. Oh. See, and you know what? I have every confidence that Pet Cemetery is going to be very well done. That artwork looks great, and um, it will get published. It will be out there in the world. But damn, I just couldn't do it. Yeah, I may have to get Pet Cemetery from Folio. The people have shared. Did Christopher share it? The 3 set of Folio King books looks great on the shelf together. I did the 5-book deal, yeah, with them after Carrie. Yeah, so that was a good deal, and I'm sure you got the books a lot cheaper. Even the stand was I got it for cheaper than it is than the last offer for it, and I used coupons. So I really want that book so bad. Ugh. So what else was there to talk about? I talked about everything. I talked about it. It was basically, it's funny when that Earthling announcement was coming at 1, and I'm sitting there waiting, and then I got an email from Thunderstorm like, "Ugh, yeah, they're sending an email at 1, but I'm waiting for Earthling." It was funny. And then when I opened up the Thunderstorm, I'm like, what? A dual book? I thought, stupidly, because I was also very distracted at the time, that Thunderstorm was also publishing Midas. Why would both publishers do the same book at the same time and then sell them together? Yeah. Yeah. Pretty foolish man. So I'm going to cut it loose tonight. Cut it loose. That goes right in with the vasectomy conversation. I'm gonna have to get cutting. I'm gonna have to cut it short. I'm gonna have to cut it off. Don't mean to bob it. Little 7-second delay. Joshua, I hope you can go. Tyler Jones is such a great guy and writer. I Burn the Plains a year or 2 ago. Good stuff. Yeah. No, his stuff is great. I mean, he's a great writer. He's telling a very compelling story, and I'm really enjoying it. And it's nice to see he's in good regard with both you and Philip. So I can't remember the last time 2 prominent publishers collaborated like that. Pretty cool. It is pretty cool. I love seeing it. It's a great idea. It's a great idea. Very wild. And kudos to Tyler Jones for having 2 brand new books. Chad saying he Burned the Plains a year or 2 ago, so obviously it's not a new book, but it's the first time in limited edition. So kudos to him. That's very. I hope they sell really well. There's only 500 of Midas, because that's a limitation for Earthling. But Thunderstorm's going to do the print run based on the number of pre-sales. So it may be far less than 500. Keep in mind, Fracasse's collections only had 208. And those are fantastic. I can vouch for those. At least one of them. But it's Fracasse, so I can vouch for both. But the whole Beneath the Pale Sky is awesome. It's an awesome collection. All killer, no filler. And so anyway, that's all I got. I'm gonna head out. It's garbage night. I gotta take the garbage out. Yeah. My son's a little give me the stink eye, because I think it's because producer Jill usually comes by. I don't know what you're doing, man, but I hope maybe get to the bathroom, because you think you think my son either gave birth or I don't know what he did. That's going to be interesting. So, all right. Well, anyway, I'm going to get going. Eyes on Suntop Thursday. Everybody except Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr. And thanks, Jeff. The great stream tonight. Hearing about all these vasectomies made the night better. It's a great night for a vasectomy. Vasectomy. Good night, Phillips. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Chad, for being here. Thank you, Mitch. Everybody. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And Chad, you missed the announcement, but Beers in the Valley. Oh man, I'm giddy. I'm tickled. I am tickled. That is so awesome. So good night, everyone. Cheers. Have a book. Have a beverage. Or my new one. Yeah, this is my new one. Thanks for joining me this time. I hope to see you next time. And in the meantime, stay frosty.